Hi, this is Glenda, and I wanted to give you a quick overview of how I made some gingerbread men embeds with soap dough. The first step is to make a bowl with brown soap dough, and then to roll two fairly thick logs or snakes. This is going to be both the arms and the legs, so the legs actually need to be a little bit longer than what's going to be the arms. So the first thing you do is that you put what will be the arms, the shorter log, very close to what will be the head, and then you just squeeze the head on top of it. So after you have made the ball, when you squeeze it in, you're gonna get a very nice circle. And then in that point where it all comes together, you just want to smooth it out, either with a tool, you can use your fingers. This part where the joint actually happens with the head and the arms is not going to be visible because we will be making a bow tie to cover it. So don't stress out if it's not super smooth. We will also have some buttons, so that will also help draw the eye away from any imperfection you may have in this area. But once I achieve fairly smooth blending, I did make some markings of where I wanted the fake frosting to be, which is just going to be some white soap dough. And I also made a marking of where I want the bow tie to be and where the buttons will be, where his eyes and smile will be. These small indentations are going to help what will be the frosting stick to it, but we're also going to use a little bit of water to help it stick to the brown soap dough. And I'm rolling a very thin snake, and I'm going to put each one in the arms, the legs, and if you want to have multiple colors, you can also do that. I chose to just go for the traditional classic look. I am using a tool that is traditionally used, I think, for polymer clay. It has a rubber tip and it's very soft, and I'm using that just to press the white soap dough into the brown one so that it is adhere properly. And I'm doing that pressing on the sides where it will not be too visible, so that the top part remains rounded. Now, to do the eyes and the mouth is probably the trickiest part because they are small. If you work in a larger scale, it might be easier, but I pretty much just try to roll the tiniest curved, and then I adjusted it with the tool to make it look like a smile. So take your time, especially when you're doing it your first time. As you do more of them, it will become easier, but the first one is always tricky. I am doing more indentations to help it adhere, and I'm adding a little bit of water prior to putting the little balls in the smile to make sure that it sticks together. Now the finishing touch is going to be the bow tie, and I chose red for that, but it could be any color that you want. Unfortunately, I didn't get it too well on camera, but pretty much what I tried to do was to make two triangles that are joined together in the middle, and this forms the bow tie. There's many ways to achieve this though, and it's not the only one. If you come up with a different one, feel welcome to experiment. This one, as it is not very good looking because it was one of my first ones. But in the end, the last thing that I do is that I spray it with alcohol. This makes it both shiny, but the main purpose is to make it adhere.